What are these called? A third of my body in here.
Indicators. Blinkers.
Safety kills. Oh, everything's dirty. I don't think they need like the full description of everything. No one's gonna come and look to me, Sam Bills, for a car review. I'm so over these. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and if you don't know me, I'm a fashion and lifestyle content creator. And today we're doing something a little bit different. We're talking cars, and in particular, my new Tesla. It's not a new Tesla, but it's new to me. And I have been driving it for like 3 months now, and I absolutely love it. It has exceeded all expectations, and I thought I'd do a little car tour to show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So this is a 2021 Tesla. I got it used, and it only had 25,000 miles on it, and it was 28,000, which was a really good price with the long range, white interior, black paint, which are all cost extras. So obviously the colour is black, and then the dealership that I got it from tinted the windows for me, and we took off the aerodynamic wheel caps, and we had these blacked out, which would be silver usually. So it looks very, very nice in my opinion. So first of all, got the front of the car, which I think you've all seen the front of a Tesla Model 3 driving towards you. But we've got these really nice headlights. The newer version has more angular headlights, but I feel like this is quite reminiscent of like an old Porsche. There we go. Okay, so that was the front. This is the front. I just opened it on the app. And in here, you could put some little shopping bags. I don't know really what else you could fit in there. How much I fit in? You could fit maybe a third of my body in here if you wanted to. So that's the front. The cool thing about these lights, they have these sensors that will block out where cars are. So it can have the high beams on without like blinding the other drivers on the road. The side, which I just think is so sleek. It's very streamlined. We have a couple cameras. We've got a camera here. We have a camera in here, and that is about it. We have the wing mirrors, and then we have the door handle, which is nice and flush. People seem to struggle with this, but it's not that difficult. Here's your hand, and you put your thumb in and open. Not too difficult. So we've just got the tail lights, nothing really to report, and then the back, it doesn't actually have a window screen wiper, so it's very sleek. So then we've got the boot, which automatically opens. And you press the button. This is a huge boot, guys. Like a very, very big boot. You can fit in a lot back here. And then even under here, you have a load of other storage. Like it's very deep, so you keep, I keep my chargers, a spare towel, I don't know why, a hoodie. And then down here, a little compartment. I've got a umbrella and a little windproof, wetproof, whatever little jacket. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And it closes if you're that lazy. So we've got the app, which is really useful if you're away from your car. You can like turn the aircon on or off. You can check how the charging is going. You can open the front, the boot, the this and the that. You've got Sentry mode, so it's filming at the moment. So if anyone was to rob my car, I'd have footage of it. So with charging, actually so far, I've just been plugging it into the wall with a 3-pin socket, which is the slowest. It takes over 24 hours. But a regular charger would take maybe like 7 hours. But when I get the charger fitted here, we've already got 3-phase wired in, which a lot of residential properties don't have. So it should take like an hour or two, maybe 3 hours, I'm not sure. But a Tesla supercharger, if you go to one of those, it's like 50 kilowatts. You can put it on the map and it will just take you there. It will already start preparing the battery, and you can be off on the road in like half an hour. So pretty good. Go and get a coffee, have a wee, fanny around, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're gonna have another little look inside. So then we've got the interior, which has the white option. I think that's like £1,000 extra, and it's definitely worth it. It makes it look a lot more futuristic. Show you the inside of the door. You've got the white kind of continued here. You open the door with this, so there's no door handle. It just kind of opens the door with that button. You've got your windows, and you've got a nice big little cubby for a bottle. And then all you really have in the car is a steering wheel and a screen. And this one has the, what are these called?
Indicators.
The little
Blinkers.
You do have these, which the newer model doesn't even have that. You actually do everything from buttons, so it's getting very, very minimalistic. Obviously matches the interior. But why don't you hop inside and we can take a closer look. Get in, loser. So now in the cabin, we have the steering wheel, which is just plain and simple. You've got two little scrolls here for volume and speed when you're on cruise control. And you have the window wipers here, and you have your park, drive, reverse, all of that here. So we have the screen, which we'll go into in a little bit, which controls everything. And then we have the wireless charger, which charges your phone each side, which is great. And then in here we have a little drawer, and I also bought this little accessory. So it's got a little drawer of other stuff. You have two USB-C, this is just a little car freshener I got. You've got two USB-Cs there, so I've got one for like an old iPhone and I've got one USB-C. Then we have two cup holders here, and then we have this in here, which has all my sunbed, sun lotion stuff. We've got the tanning cream and my little goggles and everything. But anyway, you can pull this out. I also bought this as a little accessory, and you have a big cubby here, and I just have loads of napkins from McDonald's in here. And we have a little regular car charger, like one of the old little car chargers here. So then we've got the seats, which in my opinion are extremely comfy, and they are in this gorgeous white colour, which is very easy to clean. You just kind of wipe it off with water and a cloth, and all the seats are heated, which is very good. I feel like you don't find the middle seat at the back heated very often. Then we've got the dashboard, which instead of having individual vents, you've just got one streamlined vent here. I did actually get this little accessory here that kind of slot in here, so you can have little air fresheners, which is cute. And you have this white detail here, which is actually like in a metal, looks very nice. And then in the door you've got this kind of I think it's called Alcantara, which is kind of like a suede-y vibe. Makes the car feel very luxurious. You've got the faux leather Alcantara. Down the bottom it is a bit more plasticky, but that is okay. And then we've got this gorgeous sunroof here, which there's this part here, and then we've got the middle with some little lights, and then you have the rest of the glass at the back, which is really nice for the rear passengers. It does look a bit like smoky there because I got the windows tinted, so as it fades it kind of like matched up with that, if you know what I mean. So it looks a bit funny from the inside, but that's okay. Now let's show you the main screen, which is a bit like a glorified iPad, and this one side you are kind of replacing the dashboard screen you would have here. Click to open the boot. I can open the boot. I can pause it if I wanted it, like, you know, partially open, and I can close it as well. So that is cool. And then here you just have your current music, and you can flick across to current drive, tire pressure and all of that business. And you have your Google Maps, which I've got in the satellite view right now, and it is very useful. You can just put in wherever you want to search here. And you can just speak to it as well. So I could say, take me to Birmingham. A little bit slow on the uptake there, but yeah, and it will do all of that business. And then you have the menu, and you can do quite a few things on here. You've got all your, you know, front defrost, rear defrost, left seat, right seat heating, heated steering wheel as well, which is amazing, and your climate control and wipers and all of that. Then we've got the climate control menu, which, as I showed you the streamlined vents earlier, this is how you control them. So you just move your air to wherever you so wish, which is pretty damn cool. You can do it for the this passenger as well. And then you've got the rear, which they can move their actual little vents in the back there, but you can turn their heated seats on, and they have 3 settings on the heated seats, which is pretty cool. We'll go back to the front, and we've got a few different things here. So you can turn up the fan. We've got the heated steering wheel, which is a really nice touch, and you can put that on auto, so if you're trying to heat up the car, it'll automatically turn that on for you. So this keep option is for when you leave the car. Say you leave the car for half an hour to go get your shopping and you want the aircon still going, or you've got kids in the car, etc, etc, you can leave the aircon on. And it's also got dog mode, so you can keep the aircon going when you leave the car and may leave your dog in when you go shopping, whatever, and it will display on here that your dog mode is on and that it's kept at a nice temperature, so no one gets worried about your car getting too hot for the dog. Actually, I don't even know what that means, but if you're camping, that's for your camp mode, whatever. So anyway, that is the climate control features. We've got a toy box, a lot of random things, a boom box, so you can play music out the car and you can make different horn sounds and whatever. You've got colorizer, which I made this car a different color, so I could make it into a pink and be a Nicki Minaj fan, and do all of that. But I'm liking my little like metallic silver vibe. Maybe we can make it a bit darker for funsies. and you can make that matte, solid, or metallic, which I think is pretty cool. You've got a fart whoopee cushion one, so when someone sits down in a particular seat, you can get them to fart in that different area, which is really fun. We've got this romance option, which turns on a digital fire. The heat starts blasting out, which I don't want it to because it's a hot day today, and it can get really cozy and romantic. Just if you really have the burning desire to sketch, you can sketch. Beautiful piece of art. You can do an internet browser, you can do all of that amazing stuff. And then we can go into the car menu, which has all your different controls, like folding your mirrors, different window wipers, which you can control from here as well. Mirrors, steering, like position, all of that. You've got so many different options just on things. It's very convenient. I forgot to mention, to get in and out of the car, I don't even use a key. I use this, which I literally just have it in my pocket. I get in the car, get out of the car. It uses Bluetooth to know that I am around, and when I walk far enough away, the car will lock. Any doors will lock, any windows will shut, and yeah, very convenient. Then you've got an Apple Music app already in here, so it draws directly from its own signal, which you have to pay £10 a month, but I think it's worth it that it's already just on there. As soon as you get in the car, the music is playing, and it's a higher quality because it's getting it straight from the internet and you're not doing it across a Bluetooth device. Then it's got a Sentry mode, so if someone is trying to like get into your car or being sneaky around your car, it will film them, and it will even say on the screen like you're being filmed. And if they keep doing it, which I unfortunately experienced late at night when actually no one was there, I don't know what quite happened, but it starts playing dramatic, scary music out from the car, and I shat myself. Like, it was so scary. This is in the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep for 2 hours, so yeah, thanks Tesla. So I've just got into the back to have a look what it's like as a passenger, and I actually haven't really sat in the back before, so this is actually quite a nice experience. You have quite a lot of headroom thanks to the glass roof. My seat is usually quite back and I have like a little bit of knee room, but if I had mine not so lazing back, there would be a bit more leg room. In the middle you actually have a big footwell, so then everything dirty. So you've got a lot of foot room here, whereas here you don't actually get that much foot room. You can shove your little feet under there, but we have 2 USB-Cs here, and then we just have the vents, kind of regular ones in the back. I don't think they need like the full description of everything. No one's going to come and look to me, Sam Bills, for a car review. Like, they're just going to want to see me show my car, not here's every molecule and every...
I guess
because I've watched so many car tours that I just know the lingo. Then we have these little lights that you just push. So I put my foot on the brake, and for security reasons I have a pin, which is really good. So if someone manages to steal your car or get into your car and wants to drive it away, they would have to put your pin in to start it driving. So if they don't have that, they ain't getting your car. Put it into reverse, and we have a camera. It shows you a camera for literally everything. So we're just gonna reverse, pop it into drive, and then on this screen it shows you all the cars around, so kind of knows where everything's at all times. So we're just gonna go and do a little bit of driving. Oh, our drive is so messy. Okay, the car is kind of sensing everything that's going on at any point. So when I start indicating, it shows me this side camera, which is great, and then we are starting to drive. So it is just a really smooth drive, but the car is very powerful. Like, you can just put your foot down like a little bit and it just goes super fast. This one being the long range, I think it goes 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, and obviously when it's already going at a speed, it goes so fast. I'm literally just gonna put my foot down, and it just goes so fast. And I put like a little beep on so it tells you I'm not going over the speed limit, because this morning I got my second speeding ticket in a long time. I mean, in a very short period of time, which is very annoying. Now I'm going to show you the autopilot. So we just flick it down and you can add this little rainbow effect, and I haven't got my foot on the pedal or on the steering wheel, and it just is going to steer the drive itself. You have to keep your hand on So it knows that you're paying attention because like nothing is perfect. So it's just driving itself, which is great. And it's got all the cars, it's got the speed, it's got everything. So we're gonna just take it out of that. And again, we've got the indication. Some things that are annoying about this car, but like shouldn't be annoying, are some of the safety features. Like obviously it's great that it's very safe, but it's always beeping and chiming. Like if I'm driving up too close to something and I can see that I'm just avoiding it or whatever, it just goes boop, 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 like beep, and this goes red, like the car in front, and it's like a bit anxiety inducing. It's not that insulated, like you can hear a lot of the road noise, which, you know, they could improve, but I do think they did improve with the next car. Okay, so I'm gonna turn. It's got a really good turning circle actually. One thing that would have been nice was mood lighting. Like a lot of cars have mood lighting across here. They did do that on the newer one, so I can't really complain. There is lights in the footwell at night, which is nice. Only on the long range version. And performance, but it would have been nice for like an LED light that you can colour change and all of that. Obviously they do have that with the new one, but if you are getting the older model, it doesn't have that. A lot of people are a bit confused or have something to say about this, it just being the screen and no dashboard. Having all the driver display here really isn't that much of a difference from there to here, you know, but in their Model X and Model S they do have one. It would be a welcome feature, but it does make a very nice relaxing driving experience. Shut up. A drawback of it being streamlined though is that to do anything you have to go through this screen. So if I want to have to go and put the aircon up, I've got to click this and then I'm going to click that, and if I want to do, you know, some other things like child lock off or certain lights, and you know, it's a bit long, but because it's so good on the tech front, a lot of it is just automated, like the window screen wipers and the lights, and you don't actually have to do much fiddling around. You kind of just drive it. There's not actually that much stuff you need to worry about. So guys, that was my kind of car tour review of my Tesla Model 3. I absolutely love this car. I definitely would recommend it. Probably a 9 out of 10, especially for the price range. You are not going to get a car with this much tech and this much like convenience, comfortableness, all of that for this price range. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe. And if you want more content, go and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sam Scott Bills. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments and I will get back to you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.